It's Dylan's KC Barbecue at 4 Valley locations. Our sports bar in Arrowhead is packed with TVs for the ultimate sports fan. Our Wildlife World Zoo location will have you on the edge of your seat, dining right next to our 60,000-gallon shark tank. Dylan's Bayou at Pleasant Harbor has never-ending sunsets, beautiful people, and live music every weekend. And our newest location, Western Trails Ranch, is 12 acres of rodeo fun and live outdoor concerts for the entire family. It's Dylan's KC Barbecue, where we're elite, unique, and memorable.
This puppet show stays on because of you fools.
Welcome to the She's So Right show. We are two conservative women called by Christ to speak up for what's right.
Lindsey Graham, known nationally as the Patriot Barbie, is a proud author, public speaker, and brave political advocate for freedoms, rights, and conservative values.
Brandie Barkley is a powerful Christian leader and founder of Power Soul, certified Christian life coach and public speaker, forging God's battle cry to strengthen believers.
Guys, get ready to say it way more than you're used to. She's So Right starts now.
Freedom fighters, are you tired of giving your hard-earned money to big corporations who use their power against us? We are done. As conservatives, the best and most effective way to vote is with our dollars. You can shop with all our favorite companies, sponsors, and affiliates right on our website.
Go to www.shesorightshow.com and click the shop page. We are proud affiliates for MyPillow, My Patriot Supply, and other conservative brands. Get massive savings. Go to shesorightshow.com. Join us in supporting American companies. Well, hello, we're back. You're back in the saddle with your host of the She's So Right show, Brandie Barkley here. The fabulous Lindsey Graham.
She always calls me fabulous, and the extra fabulous.
And the extra fabulous in the studio today is the Tina Hillstrom. Oh my gosh. Okay, real quick, guys.
Oh my God.
You have to understand something, okay?
I'm so excited.
If you've never heard of Tina, who are you? No, I'm just kidding. So if you look up the word socialite in the dictionary, it literally has her picture. She's friends with people in entertainment. She's friends with people in politics. She's friends with people in music. And she's an artist. She rides horse. She literally is like the savant. And the best part of Tina, or being her friend like I am, I'm so lucky, is she's like the hub to the coolest wheel ever, ever, ever. And I'm just going to follow that up with a story because I want you guys to kind of catch this in your mitt, like who she is. Blonde, stunningly gorgeous, modeled, married a hot doctor, Mr. Bunny, Dr. Bunny. And they're the coolest ever. And every time I'm with her, it's like the fun doesn't end. It's like I never know literally what rabbit trail we're going to go on. And one night she's telling us the story. In fact, we just celebrated her birthday. And we were out to dinner. And her husband's always telling me stories about her because they never cease to amaze me. She used to live in Beverly Hills. And one night she's driving her Beetlebug with a martini in the cup and she gets pulled over because her tags are expired. And she's like, oh my gosh, call the cops. They'll vouch for me. The cop actually calls the station. The cops actually do vouch for her. And then she gets ridden to the party she's late for in the back of a motorcycle.
Gosh. Does she take the martini with her? I need to know. Okay.
I will say that would have been extra.
Awesome.
That'll be in the movie.
Yeah.
We'll just add that in.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
But I'm listening to this and I'm like, the crazy part is I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Ever. So, T, now that you're here, I'm super excited.
Now that everyone knows.
Everyone knows who you are,
literally.
like in a nutshell.
And I want to know, where is my martini?
Just to let you know, like I always have a little martini before I get here, even if it's 10 a.m.
When she says martini, she means tequila. A shot of tequila.
Yeah, tequila works better, I think.
Oh my gosh.
It just kind of...
My problem is it goes down too fast.
Mm-hmm.
So, I can sip on a martini. Tequila, it's this shot thing going on.
Yeah.
And then you throw this lime and salt thing in there. It's like, you
Oh,
gotta have another one.
You know what? That sounds just tacky, okay? The whole thing.
You know what? Oh, yeah. Okay.
Says the chick drinking beer. Like, I'm the Corona Light girl, so it's like, really?
No, we were all in West Palm last week together, all staying together, having a lot of fun because we got to go to Mar-a-Lago. But I have my little shot of tequila, but right now I feel like I've gained like 7 pounds from eating and drinking.
I'm really glad we're not on camera.
I'm not drinking during the weekdays. I did have one shot for the radio, but I'm not
see
drinking.
you on the weekend.
She was like, Jesus didn't convict me. My scale did.
Exactly. That's truly what happened.
Oh, I'm trying to be better too, though. And actually, when you go and you have a really fun weekend, you're kind of like, okay, how about I not do that to my body again? Not that we went on a binger or anything, but I had a few mimosas at breakfast and then a few more.
Well, we
lunch.
did dance to Footloose till 3 a.m. and a table fell on
we had a
me.
domino effect fall.
Wait a minute,
That's how I think I threw my back out, by the way. It's the same side. It's when you guys all destroyed me. I was the innocent one.
Wait a minute. You might have danced till 3:30, but then you had to play this game where you had to think of a band. Like, for example, Beatles. Okay, ends with an S. Next person has to start a band with like an S. And the next thing you know, everybody's giving each other hints because the game keeps
Because they're
going
so
and going.
annoyed.
And I finally turned to Brandie, will you quit giving people answers? Someone's got to lose so we can go to bed.
This was the game. Hold on. This is the kind of game where Brandie is the best at it. So she's sitting there like her leg is shaking like, you guys are idiots. I can think of 5 right now. And she just wants to be like, I know 5. Please let me tell you. Please. I just know that I'm right.
I know. I
I'm
love
like,
it.
you can tell
I love it
everyone.
because Lindsay's so competitive. I love it.
And I was terrible at
I just
Torture.
wanted to go to bed.
Yeah.
Well,
was
that was at
torture.
5 in the morning, though. Give me a break.
I wish I had
it was
had
fun.
5 margaritas
So,
playing that
okay,
game.
but let's be real. The reason why it was at 5 a.m. is we were still on
3 hours,
Western time.
So it was really 2 a.m.
It was 2 a.m. our time.
That's
so we
true.
were only a little bit tired.
I mean, I'm too old for 5 a.m. Let's be real.
no, there's no way.
That's not gonna happen.
We're not,
And plus, we were there for patriotic reasons, and we were so ramped up because we were going to be there supporting Carrie Lake, and who was going to be there? Our favorite guy in the whole world,
Mike Lindell.
President Donald Trump.
President Donald Trump. And then Tina got to have like brunch with him.
The next day.
Why are we having her on our show? I know. I actually hate her.
If I didn't love her, I'd hate her.
Well, I love you girls.
Thank you.
A lot.
Okay.
You're so
I got
cute.
to shake his hand.
Whatever.
Brandie's like, don't say
Whatevs.
that.
I've been there 3 times. He still doesn't know who I am.
He wants to
Hey,
play
when
that.
when he calls
wants to.
me, I'll tell him
He
about
wants
you.
to play that game, though. I told him about the game.
What game?
You know, the Beatles game.
No, he doesn't.
Yes,
Trust
I
me, he
told him
doesn't.
all about it. He wanted to know why I looked a little tired.
Did you say my friend Brandie Barclay? Like so that he would at least know her name?
and Lindsey
Look
Graham.
her up on Instagram. She's so fun.
I know, and Lindsey Graham. I
He hasn't
mentioned that
messaged
too.
us yet. That's weird.
know.
He wanted to know why you guys weren't at lunch.
I'd like to know
I said,
too,
because
Tina.
you were sleeping in.
I would have woken my butt up. Would you have woken up?
You were sleeping.
I was busy by the pool at the Colony with my husband, just wishing I was at Mar-a-Lago. But, you know, it was a great time. Florida's a great time, and Mar-a-Lago is like the most beautiful place in the world.
Can't wait to go
If you
back.
ever have a chance, go to West Palm, have some fun. But we are going to talk about serious business today. You know we are.
Let's.
Oh.
We're going to talk about, because I asked T, what's on your mind? This whole Elon Musk
I
situation.
love him.
It's like a modern
why
day
do you
soap
love
opera.
him?
I love him because he's like the modern day Batman. I mean, he is coming to our
Oh, yeah.
rescue. He is going to buy Twitter or take Twitter down. Either way, he wins. We
Wait,
win.
we all win. Yeah.
But do you trust him? Because this, maybe I'm a jaded person. I'm starting to wonder, like, maybe I need therapy because I don't trust people. Like, especially someone like him who has that much power and that much money, and he's married to, like, I don't know, these women seem a little on the dark side. I mean, she's naming her kids X and Y and stuff like that.
Well, here's the
that's like-
question: what harm can he do? So, like, let's say he buys Twitter.
Well, think
Ooh,
about it.
Who
If-
cares?
if
like,
one
Twitter already
man-
sucks anyway.
Yeah, that's true. I
Like,
don't
what
know.
are you going to do?
One man started it, and then when he sold his shares or whatever he left, I don't remember that part. But he is now actually siding with Elon Musk because the board has gotten out of hand, and the guy who heads the board says freedom of speech is not what we want here on Twitter. It's what we want to say. And I go, oh my gosh, that sounds like my mom. I go, no, get my mom out of that boardroom right now.
Is your mom actually on the board?
No, she's dead.
Sorry.
She's on a different board.
No, she's in heaven. She's in heaven looking down. Tina, behave yourself.
Oh my
How
gosh.
can I when I'm with Lindsay and Brandie?
Yeah, forget it.
No one is asking you to behave
No,
yourselves here.
we didn't bring you on to behave.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
when you think about, okay, so
a bad
Jack
dream I
Dorsey,
had.
but I think about like Zuckerberg obviously had too much power in the election, in the propaganda. And then Elon Musk, okay, so he takes it over, which is good. Let's say we have free speech. It was funny. You know the married couple on MSNBC, The Real Duds?
Nope.
You
I
know,
don't
the
watch
blonde.
that channel.
Well, neither. No, the blonde with the short hair, who's.
Oh, her, yeah.
Oh,
and
I
she
don't
was
know.
saying,
Don't say her name as a swear word.
okay, yeah, I don't even care.
She's gross.
Know it anyway.
But she was saying something about like, he could have way too much power in what he puts out there, and that's our job. She literally
she said that.
that's
She
our
said
job.
it's the news's job to control what people think.
Yes,
Quote.
she said it.
Elon Musk
Whoa.
can control what people think, and that's our job.
That's our job.
How many times can she torpedo her own ship and she's still on the air?
She's
I don't
not
get it.
torpedoing anything because no leftists, we've learned, do not suffer any consequences for their actions. They do not.
There's no shame in that.
They can do it publicly, everything. Look at BLM, what BLM has done, and no one's in jail for all the
For
laws
all their
they're
stuff,
breaking
and
the
going and
crimes they're
buying
committing.
5 houses
if
in
a
LA.
conservative were to do something, they get canceled.
Oh
they
my
get fined,
gosh,
they get-
can you imagine?
Yeah.
Ugh.
I mean, look at Hillary. If she's not in jail, I mean,
Don't.
it's a
Brandie,
free for all.
gosh dang it. Now you're going to die.
No, Bill Clinton.
Bill said her name. You publicly said her name. Now you're dead. You're going to die in a car accident in 2 weeks.
Don't say that.
The
Oh,
gas
I'm
lines
gonna
were
undo
cut
that omen.
suspiciously.
No, you're not. You're
So
fine.
you love Elon because he seems like Batman.
He's a hero. He's going to. Hey, Twitter it was a way to get the word out there, but now it's an echo chamber for a cat box. It's like they just turd in there and then cover it up a little
And
bit.
then retweet it.
Yeah,
and then
It's
retweet the poop.
Like
Yeah, we all see the poop, but we see it 80 times down the line.
We see
Who
it.
said
There's
the poop?
sand over it, but we see
Yeah.
it.
It actually is. Have you been on Twitter, Brandie?
No.
We're not big on Twitter, and someone said you
They
guys
threw
better
me
have
off.
a Twitter account for your show, and it's like someone retweeted this, and I'm like, I can't read this thread. I have no idea what's going on. Someone's
No,
replying.
it
to
doesn't make
eight
any sense
people
to me.
and
It makes
someone
me
else.
dizzy. I had 50,000 followers because I started Real
On
Women for-
Twitter?
Yeah.
Socialite.
Yeah, I started Real Women for Trump. I didn't have to buy any of my followers either. Hello. Wink, wink, wink. Anyway, no, I really didn't. Anyway, so I started Real Women for Trump out of Beverly Hills, and boom, it was a big hit. Hello. And the next thing you know, I get this warning because I said something insulting to Chelsea Handler, that woman who's.
She's so insulting.
She's
I mean, think
so
about
gross.
that. She
So
really
I
is.
called her a self-proclaimed slut. Hey, she said she was one. Boom, I'm off. They just
No way. See, you can say that and get kicked off of Twitter. But
Right.
like, what's her butt? Kathy Griffin can hold up Trump's severed head. And
Thank
that's
you.
like the nice, it's like no big deal. It's freedom of speech.
exactly.
Totally
Well, she
hypocrites.
didn't lose her Twitter account, but she lost a bunch of jobs in Vegas. So ha 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 ha.
Good. I hope she loses. Well, and she's lost her soul because she's
Okay,
gone-
so what happened after that? Did you just get off Twitter, or what'd you do?
Then I went back on it under a different name, and then I had like 100 followers, and then I got kicked off again.
Oh my gosh.
And then now I'm back on, and I think I have 6 followers, but at least I was like.
I'll follow you, Tina. I'll follow
Thank you.
But I know you're going to offend me. You're probably going to get kicked off soon. So it's like a waste
You
of
know
my
what?
time.
I just want to re-quote her tweet or retweet.
Will you tweet? Hey, will you tweet a cat turd? And then I'll retweet it. We'll see if we can start a trend.
Yeah, well,
Hashtag
really.
cat
Well,
turd.
there's actually a guy on there called Cat Turd. If you don't follow him, he's like a really big,
follow
and he's
him.
actually a conservative. So check him out. You might want him on your show.
Is it TURD or TURD?
Oh,
TURD. TURD.
my
His name is
gosh.
Cat Turd.
Now-
And that's
never-
another reason I brought that up because I follow him and he's hysterical.
Okay, so now we're promoting Cat Turd.
At least we're not talking about Hillary Clinton and we're going to die. I'll choose
And
my
you guys are
battles.
listening to the She's So Right show.
Where
We
are
will
you?
be back.
They've tuned out
soon.
like 20 minutes ago. They're
Okay,
like, these
whatever.
guys are not funny.
God, we need you now.
Welcome back to the She's So Right show. I hope you're not here to listen to politics today because it's more margaritas and cat turds with Tina Hillstrom. Socialite extraordinaire, but also Carrie Lake supporter, yeah?
Yeah, you know what?
Back to
Okay, so
politics.
think about this. Tina left Beverly Hills, we call it California now.
Yep.
And you know what I love, T, is how you do this, is how you have such different politics than a lot of the people you love and associate with. And it hasn't ever destroyed those relationships because you have a way of, yeah, I think we're taking this a whole nother direction than we expected. But how do you do that? How do you do that? Because I think that's a hard thing for a lot of people that have different worldviews than their friends.
Well, I think the easiest way to talk with people, like, for example, there's the conservatives that are the rhinos. And then you've got your middle-of-the-road libs. I just find that if you talk to them without screaming at them or telling them they're wrong and actually listen to them, because if I don't listen to them and they don't listen to me, I'm not going to get it back. So I'm giving them what I would expect back. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, I find that I'm way more entertaining than them, so they let me talk more.
This is classic mutual respect. Is that what I'm hearing?
Respect.
Yep.
Imagine that. I think the problem is, this is my experience, is that unfortunately my political views were like nationally televised, and I got so much hate immediately that I was like, well, I'm not talking to any of you guys, because all you do is name call and slander, and that's still the case for me. Is if I had to try to have a
But on the
rational
positive side, it
conversation
made
with
you
someone.
famous, and now you have a bigger voice for the conservative.
Now I'm friends with Tina Hillstrom.
And I'm friends with Lindsey Graham.
But I mean, their side tends to be more volatile and hostile. and name calling.
They are evil.
I've met.
That's why we have guns.
A few that aren't. Oh my gosh! Disclaimer: we are not promoting gun violence against leftists.
No, we
I don't know if
just
that needs to
have
be
them.
said.
I didn't say you to shoot them.
But you do have a right to defend
just
yourself.
Let them know that if they're going to be bad, if they're going to torch our cities, if they're going to ransack my dad's store. Well, it wasn't really my dad, but it could have been my dad. But anyway,
He was like my dad.
He was like my dad. He was my neighbor.
What if I say, "Where's your dad?" And she goes, "Oh, he's dead too." It's like so awkward.
He actually is. I just went to a funeral.
Lindsay, stop asking about parents.
She brought it up. She said, "My dad's store."
He said, well, it was his store. Anyway, they burnt down my hometown, Minneapolis. They burnt down Portland. New York, I mean, I love New York. I have a love-hate for New York. It's like you can't tell if it was burnt down or not
Right.
because it's so...
Might need to get.
You know what? I love New York, and it makes me sad. And I loved California. I mean,
California.
When you live in Arizona your whole life, that is like your sanctuary, is going to the beach and being in California for a couple weeks a year. And that was where I would vacation at my aunt's house in Playa del Rey and all the sailboats, and it was so beautiful. And to see what's happening now, it breaks my heart because it feels personal.
How
even
did
though
they
I'm
do?
from
How
Arizona.
did they do that? How they let the homeless be homeless? How do they let people go in and rob? Did you see they rob Louis Vuitton? Hello, how do I get a hold of those people?
I'll buy some of those on the black market.
And why can't I get away with that?
Yeah, because you're white, Brandie.
Exactly.
Not to go to the race card, but it's
Well, I'm
true.
not really
You did
fully
it.
white.
Oh, that's right. She's
And maybe I could get away with it after all.
You're Latino.
Yeah.
got a full workup. Maybe you've got.
I
some
got a
black
little
in you.
vato in me. I could probably pull that off.
Yeah.
That's why you're so pretty.
No, you know what it is that I have a moral compass that's
Right.
higher than a purse.
But if you want to just tweak that moral compass a little bit, and for in the name of Black Lives Matter, go grab yourself a Louis, girl. You earned it.
Yeah, exactly.
Reparations for the Mexicans.
Yeah, exactly.
Claim what's yours.
Grab a Louis.
Screw morality.
You know what?
I'm going around the
What you?
corner. I'm going to go around the corner and get Hermes. Let's say, if you're going to go big.
Right.
And I have 3 kids at home, so will you grab me one too?
No,
be
sorry.
there.
You're
To
big.
each their own.
A wallet?
And you know what? Not only that, but with what we're paying in taxes now and how we're being ripped off by our own government, I think we're all owed something.
We're all owed.
Speaking
But
of which-
we're owed our own money.
Speaking of which, paying taxes, we pay and vote these guys in, and then the Democrats are allowing an invasion of our own country. Do you realize that that's treasonous? And why aren't the Republicans getting out and speaking up and saying, hey, we're taking you to court, we're before the highest court in the land? You are propagating a true invasion into America.
Where
What
are
the
our
hell?
attorney generals? Isn't that really?
Where's Dudley Do-Right? Oh, that's right, he's Canadian.
Talk about back to cat.
Why don't they invade?
back to the cat litter box, the cat turds.
Cat turd.
I mean, Arizona, this is why we support Carrie Lake, because we've got to get rid of the crap.
So this is what I think is going to happen. As you said, we're saying where are the
Carrie Lake.
politicians? They were all corrupt. They're all corrupt, and this is what's happening. Is we're hitting rock bottom, right? And in 2022, we're going
gonna
to start
clean
voting
it
in the
up.
people that are going to flip this thing around because they're so sick of it. We're gonna flip this whole thing on its head. So the governors that are
Carrie
coming
Lake's
in,
going to flip
Yep.
everybody's.
I hope she does blow up the tunnels. I hope she does.
Oh, she's definitely. I mean, her tongue is
I
as
would like
wicked as
to
dynamite.
push the button.
You know what's interesting is I love all of those talking points, like, okay, bring in then, our guard. What is it?
The National Guard.
But
Isn't
is it our national? Is it our National Guard? Yeah, it's our
I think
National
she was,
Guard.
yeah.
But then couldn't the feds come in and just stop her from doing that? I don't know.
Good.
I think we have to get Sheriff Mark Lamb with us too, and his 2,000. He deputized 2,000 of his people in his county.
We've
I
gotta
want to
love him.
move there just to be a
Deputy.
Deputy
I can
Tina?
see
I'm
this
gonna wear a
happening.
badge. Can you imagine the outfits
my
we
God.
could wear?
You'd wear a Reno 911 little shorty shorts.
Right,
with
let's go.
hot pink high heels.
Right, I'm gonna get a motorcycle too. Only I'll just buy it. Someone can drive it because I can't.
She'll be wearing
can't
Oh,
do
Tina, I'll drive you just for the photo op.
Thank you. Thank you.
Did you guys hear about my scooter escapade? Did you see that?
Yes, I did.
Oh my gosh, that's what I would do.
happened?
I scootered to go get my car. It was getting new wheels, and I live in Buckeye, right? So I was like, no one cares. Everyone's crazy in Buckeye. I put on an American flag cape, and I attached it to my T-shirt, and I scootered through Buckeye with the cape flying.
Oh, that's-
like a superhero.
Did you get video?
No, I mean it's all by myself.
You guys, can I just listeners ready?
Yes.
Who does this?
Me.
Like Lindsay and Buckeye on a scooter with a cape.
It was all thrashed,
But a
too.
flag cape.
A flag cape.
It said I
red,
stand
white, and
for
blue.
It said I stand for the flag and kneel for the cross, like the top and bottom.
Oh, that's
But not a single
beautiful.
person.
You
like
guys,
gave me
but
a
she
whoop,
did this
whoop.
by herself, alone.
No video, and not for a photo op. Nobody got a photo.
No one even took a photo. Maybe they did. And you didn't see it.
I hope so.
Maybe they did it.
If
And they
you are
posted
listening
it.
to this,
You know what?
and
I bet
saw-
you it's on Twitter right now.
If it's not on Instagram, it didn't happen.
That's
right.
Oh, dang it! Next time I'll
So
stop.
I don't know.
stranger.
I don't know if I can believe this
I'll
one.
do
We'll-
it. You know what? Then I'll do it again. You'll
I think you
videotape
should do it.
I will.
Let us know. Well,
I actually think
I
it
want
might
to
be
be
my new
there for
thing.
this.
I
want to
think
be there for this. I want
I
to
think
witness
we
it.
should actually join in and all get American capes.
Let's do a biker gang. You do your little scooter thing.
I'm
and
gonna do
I'll
the scooter
my
thing.
And you do roller skates, rollerblades.
Okay,
I can see you roller
no,
skating. don't
roller
you?
skating.
Yes,
blading.
skating.
is
I can do
after my
blading.
time.
Okay, I do blading, and you're gonna. Are we talking?
I'll ride
like,
my horse.
Oh, that's dangerous.
All I can think about is we couldn't even dance in a house without falling down. So I'm a little.
We're
This
gonna
sounds
scooter down.
dangerous.
Let's go through Scottsdale.
I didn't
too,
fall
where it's
down.
gonna be
I
even
just
more-
crashed on top for the photo op. I was like, my arm was broken at the time, so I had to be careful.
Yeah,
Threw my back out. I couldn't walk for 2 days. So thanks, guys.
I was on the bottom of that.
But hey, let's play band names again.
Let's play band names. Well, speaking
know
of,
what?
okay, so but
Why?
I want to bandy this name around Carrie Lake because not only are we doing a fundraiser for her tomorrow night, she's so popular that even remember she's in a primary. There's a woman running against her. What's her name again?
Karen Robeson.
You're not allowed to say that. I'm just kidding.
I wanted everyone to know not to vote for her.
Don't vote for her.
Well, her name has the word Rob in it.
And
It has-
it's
it
R
has-
stands for Rhino.
Rob.
Rhino Robeson.
Because she wants a man's name in her name so that she can identify as both. Because she supports non-binary women's bathrooms. Just so you
Shut
guys know,
up.
those of you with
Yep.
daughters, she supports transsexual women's bathrooms.
Let's get
Not
back.
on my watch.
Yeah, you guys are listening to the She's So Right show, and we'll be right back with our guest Tina Hillstrom.
God, we need you now.
We are back. You're listening to these crazy girls
I
on
don't
the
think
She's
anyone's
So Right
listening
show.
anymore. No one's
Yes, they
listening.
are. Stop saying such terrible things.
What did she say?
Guys,
I
call
was
me right
listening
now. if
to
you're
myself.
listening.
You know what? She'll ride a cape by herself through Buckeye, but now she feels like no one's.
But no one thinks I'm funny.
No
That's
one-
why I did
I
it.
think you're
'cause
funny.
I needed
I
attention.
think you're funny.
I've
That's
got
why I
issues.
She
like-
thinks she's
I think
really
you're
funny.
I think you're super funny.
Let Tina say
and you
nice
got
things about me.
and you look really good today. You got this cute outfit on. You're always like a little hottie with a sensibility of reservedness. You know what I'm saying?
Are you? What is happening right
She
now?
is drunk.
Yeah, I'm like,
No one
she
has
did
ever
have a
used the
martini.
word sensibility or
I had a
reserved with
tequila.
me.
Sensibility or reserved. I literally pray for her sensibility and reservation.
Lord, keep her.
Come on, I'm just saying she's on the radio. No one can tell what I'm
Lord,
really
please
saying.
tone
no,
down.
no one knows what she's really wearing. It's just like
Or, it's
she
my
could be in her
birthday
pajamas.
suit.
I'm just
Woo.
no. You just look really hot today.
Oh, you're talking about how she looks because I'm saying she's not reserved in any way.
I'm
No.
actually dressed
She
kinda like a
doesn't
little-
have any cleavage showing. She's
Yeah.
got these, and it's got this lacy thing up here.
Yeah.
I
It's
mean,
almost like crochet.
yeah, it's crochet.
Did you see that?
Oh,
that was a
guys.
smooth intro into
that
crocheting.
was super smooth.
Okay, you guys know the crochet thing is back, right? Okay, well, let's talk about this. My daughter, which she calls me from, I call it Mallwart, but it's Walmart. Everyone knows I have a problem with Walmart. Lindsay gets mad at me
I've
because,
never shopped there.
well, the smell of fake plastic will give you a headache.
Honestly, this shirt's probably from Walmart.
Oh.
Just so you guys know. Probably.
Can't handle.
can't be
Just
sure,
can't even stand it. But my daughter was there and she said on speakerphone with my family in the car, "Oh my gosh, you guys, they have these crocheted visors." And my youngest daughter goes, "I am so glad you're not at home because if you were wearing that, I'd kick it off your head."
Oh my gosh. I'm telling you, my grandmother would turn in her grave right now with happiness if she knew that crochet was back. I was in high school and I opened up my Christmas present. I'm like, Grandma, thank you. Where's the nearest garbage can? I mean, it was like,
Gosh, she's dead, Tina.
I know.
Oh
but
my gosh.
It's okay. She knows now anyway.
So when my mom was a little hottie toddy, she wore an orange crocheted bikini, and she gave it to me when I was a teenager. She's like, "Oh, this is cute. You can wear it." And I'm not wearing it ever again. It had like lining, but it was full. She crocheted it herself in home ec.
She crocheted herself a bikini.
Crocheted a bikini.
Okay, my mom wore one when she was young and hot too. It was light blue. She didn't crochet it herself, otherwise it would have fallen off.
Yeah, my mom.
But
home ec.
what is with the crochet thing? I guess
know.
it's this hippie, and I love boho. I'm all about it.
I love boho. I'm wearing boho today.
Yes, you are.
And crochet, I just don't get it. It's like you can see through it. And you don't want to see everything.
So, okay, what are we talking? The trend of crocheting your own clothes is back. The trend of crocheting.
No,
being
Dolce
sold?
Gabbana is actually making it. You can get a Dolce Gabbana crochet shorts or bikini.
They didn't crochet it. They put it in a machine, and the machine crocheted it, right?
Well,
Did?
So it's like the style.
Dolce Gabbana is couture. Like it's all handmade.
What is Dolce
right?
and Gabbana?
Did you say that?
I'm just kidding.
Oh my God, I almost fainted.
The radio will never be that quiet again.
I just gasped like, what?
I've heard of it.
I'm like Walmart.
I see the signs in Vegas.
No, Walmart has a new ambassador.
Yeah.
And I mean,
Save
Lindsay's,
10%.
you guys, if you've noticed or you follow our pages, Lindsay's an ambassador for like every single
Every
thing.
Patriot T-shirt company
Everything
there
in
is.
the world.
And if you're a Patriot T-shirt company and you're listening to this, I want to be your ambassador.
Seriously.
She looks good in T-shirts too, so if you're hearing this,
But
right
you know
away.
what? Let's be
Air
real. I'm going to go straight for
The jugular?
no. I want
But the crochet
I want if I'm going to wear crochet, then yes, Dolce and Gabbana would
Okay.
probably be it.
I didn't get into crochet when it was in fashion I won't tell you what year it was. But anyway, but I macrameed. Is that close?
You know what? I macrameed.
I love macrame. I actually made a hanging end table with macrame with these big, huge, gorgeous ceramic pearls.
Okay, wait a minute. You said you created a table?
Yeah, it was a hanging table, like an end table. It was so.
Oh
it
my
was for
gosh,
class.
that's so
cute. That's very
70s.
bohemian.
Yeah.
Super groovy, right?
Yeah, I did macrame because my aunt, who was a flight attendant, she was the one who lived in California. She was all into the macrame, and we'd go.
She's still living?
Yes, she is. She's
All of
awesome.
our family survives.
Okay,
I don't know
good.
what's going on over there in the Hillstrom tree, but my great grandpa's still alive.
Oh my God.
I'm just kidding.
Oh gosh,
Impossible.
I'm like, what?
We all had kids at 5.
No. So anyway, the macrame thing was such a fun little project.
I think my
I don't even know what macrame
great-great-great
is, and I'm
came
serious
back as
this
my
time,
dog.
so I'm like kind of lost. I'm just staring blankly at you guys. Macrame.
Just
You don't know what macrame is?
Okay,
like a wrapper.
I'm just gonna tell you when the next time you're at Malwart, they'll probably have macrame everywhere, and you'll know when you see it.
Malwart.
Malwart.
You know what? Crochet hoodies. I can see it now, right? Crochet
They'll keep
hoodies.
you real warm.
And you wear them under your
A little
blazer now.
breezy, a little cozy.
That's the other cool thing is they're wearing hoodies under the blazer. So they're almost getting rid of that hoodie, but they gotta have it under the. That's the
When you have the
that's
hood
the number
sticking
2
out, it's a
fashion thing.
whole nother look. When the hood sticks out and you got a little bit of the sleeves coming out too.
Yeah.
All right, you guys, that's what Lindsay's going to be repping next. You
At
follow her
Malwart.
at Patriot Barbie, and you're going to find the crocheted
Crochet
hoodie.
hoodie. I'm going to now.
We'll be right back.
Bye.
I hope one day they finally see the truth. God, we need you now.
Freedom Fighters, you're back listening to the She's So Right show. And we were just talking about the fabulous crocheted fashion out and how, Tina was wearing masks, like Dolce & Gabbana masks. Like, oh.
Are you serious?
No,
you should
well-
see my face right now. Is that true?
No,
Did you spend $500 on a mask?
Well, I did actually, but it was on sale. But I'm looking forward to the macrame mask.
Well, a crocheted mask would have been perfect this whole
Oh
time
yeah,
because I want to
crochet.
breathe. So.
I forgot macrame crochet. I get those two mixed up. That's from
It's kind of the same thing, isn't it?
I don't know.
one you do with your
I'm
hands,
young.
and the other one you do with needles.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, macrame is with hands.
Right, but it's the same. It's the same basic. See, once I got needles in my hands, I get confused. So I just had to do everything with my hands.
She should have needles
I
in her
never
hands
could
ever.
crochet, but I did macrame. it wasn't that hard. I think it was like tie a knot and tie a knot kind of
But
situation.
a crochet mask is going to do exactly opposite of what it's supposed to do. It's to hide your ugly face or your bad breath. You know what I'm saying?
I can still see you. Cover up.
Right.
Not because I care about COVID because you're ugly. A sin.
And even though, yay, hooray, Biden, it didn't work. It didn't work. Biden hot.
It did work though. This is what this is what makes me mad. Is it did work for 2 freaking years? They got away with it.
Well,
no.
that part worked, but the masks don't work. And now now they've dropped the mandate. You can get on an airplane now and sit next to that person with the bad breath, and to me, it'll be like a breath of fresh air because I'm just glad we don't have that damn mask on.
It will literally be like a breath of fresh air.
I can tell you that there was one time I was grateful for my mask.
I remember I was there. Can
What?
I tell the story?
What?
What?
You wanna tell the
Where?
story?
Yeah, go ahead.
Or is this another one?
No, go ahead.
We were in the airport together. I don't remember where we went. Vegas to be on Brad Lee's podcast, Dropping Bombs. And neither of us wear masks. We are very non-compliant, as you can imagine.
Even in the airport.
Even in the airport, where it's federally mandated. And we go in the bathroom, and she comes out of her stall. She comes out of her stall with her mask up, and I look at her like it's the ultimate offense. I look at her, and the way I look at her, she knows. She goes, I knew this would come in handy at some point. Because the bathroom stunk so bad. She was willing to wear a mask. And I was like, you know
I'm
what?
like, hey, you know what?
See, I'm telling you. That's one of the reasons I didn't. That's the only time I didn't mind it was when I'm on an airplane because you sit so close to those people, and you go, or you can smell the sandwich they brought on. It's been sitting there
me.
for
She's talking
2
about me.
hours before you get on an airplane, and then they release that plastic, and then that poof of perfume of like McDonald's.
McDonald's.
No,
That's not real food either. That's plastic. It's just the same smell you get in Walmart.
We boycotted McDonald's when we found out they were putting like the nasty remixed fat from different animals into the chicken nuggets.
Are you kidding?
Oh, I read this whole article on it, and I was like, kids,
it's been
we're
known
not going
for
to McDonald's
years
anymore. And then I grossed him out. I told him, I was like, it's not even real meat. It's like the mixed fat lard from the animals that they.
They grind up bones and all the things in it.
yeah.
It's like
You can tell when you know when your teeth bounce off food that it's not real food.
And you know what? Honestly,
my friends literally did an experiment where they have a McDonald's cheeseburger in their house and it's never disintegrated. It's been like 3 years long, and every year on the anniversary they show it and it's still sitting there.
They should put a little plexiglass thing there with a little.
I'm going to do
on
the chicken nugget challenge. I'm writing this down. And then we're going to post about it on our story, the chicken nugget challenge. See how long this sucker lasts.
But it's incredible all the things that they do to keep us healthy and safe. But McDonald's is allowed to serve that crap.
No kidding. To our children for their whole life.
When you're in Europe,
they don't have food like that.
No, they have everything's real. They're not even allowed to have dyes in their food.
Oh my gosh.
And that's probably why their skin looks good and their eyes are bright.
And they're thin.
Yeah.
Honestly, we've seen the mental state of Americans deteriorate, right? All the people that bought into this COVID crap and this insane liberalism, which is a mental illness, I believe. It wasn't gradual. It seems very, very sudden. Well, I kind of, honestly, conspiracy theorists feel like it's whatever they're putting in our food is actually deteriorating our mind and our body and our spirit to where people don't know how to think critically. They literally can't help themselves. There's something lacking.
Well, if you're going to McDonald's, you can't think anyway. Like, who can eat that stuff?
It's pretty nasty. Well,
first off, you eat a McDonald's. The next thing you know, you got to see a psychiatrist, and you're on Prozac. See, it's a cycle.
She's slamming a tissue box down. This is how ferocious this is.
But I will have to say, McDonald's isn't the thing. But once in a while, I have to have Taco Bell.
I know she's going to say
I
it.
have to.
Dude, I can't think of anything that looks more like something that should have already come out.
No, seriously, it's like I will.
Back to cat turds.
I will drive so far for Taco Bell.
We're naming this episode, by the way, cat turds. That's it. Like you want some juicy titles? It's just going to say hashtag cat turds with Tina Hillstrom.
Right, and my favorite guy on Twitter, Cat Turd. He's going to appreciate this, by the way. He'll get you all over Twitter.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're counting on Mr. Cat Turd to blow up the She's So Right
You better
show.
share us, cat turd.
Yeah.
So funny.
I love it. But anyway, so no masks.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
I'm so happy.
And you know who's crying now? The people that have all that, they invested in all those masks that are sitting in their garage that they bought for 25 cents and they're selling for $1 a piece.
I'm actually a little bit not happy because it was always really fun to challenge the mask mandate.
That was true.
Trigger the flight attendants and
you know what? I'm
people,
happy
and now I'm
because
like,
my
no.
daughter is a flight attendant, and you know what? It's broken my heart ever since she got it, and really, it's her dream job. That's all she's ever wanted to be.
Isn't that sweet?
That's all she's ever wanted. Like we went to college campuses and all these different schools, and we sat in her truck one day. I go, "What do you want to do? What do you want to do?" She was, "I just want to travel and be a flight attendant." And I think it's because traveling to us when they were young was always a big deal, and they'd pack their own bags, and it was super exciting. And that's just in her blood. And the minute she became a flight attendant, all this stuff happened. All the badgering over the vax, all of the badgering over the mask. She doesn't want to tell people to do this all the time.
Right.
And she's like, "Mom, it's horrible. Today's the first day that she doesn't have to wear one."
Oh, she's going to enjoy herself.
She said everyone is smiling and it is so light
bet.
and
and you
bright.
can see faces again.
Yeah.
Can you imagine I'm sitting here like saying something to you so insincere and you don't know it?
And all you can- all you
Because
can
I
see-
have a mask on.
All you can see is this. Yep.
But I want you to see my
So
insincerity.
there was an airplane.
Exactly.
There was an airplane I was on where it was. I think it was you. It was us. Again, we were not wearing our masks. The flight attendant hated us, and they had literally singled us out and was like making
Did they
announcements
make you
over the
put it
PA that were. Well, they kept trying, but the flight was to Vegas, and it was at night. And I used to be a flight attendant, and it was like, all right, here we go. Buckle up. It's party time, right? Everyone's going to order drinks, and you're going to have to watch for the drunks and whatever. This plane was silent. I mean, silent. And it's like, are we not going to Vegas on a Friday night? But it's the masks. It socially distanced, no pun intended. It did. It socially distanced everyone.
Psychologically.
Psychologically, it cut off your
It's
human
damaging.
emotion.
You know what's doing to
You don't know who you're looking
children?
at? Yeah.
This
Oh,
is- this
no,
is
my
how
kids don't. No, my kids don't wear them. But yes, other
No,
people's
but
kids.
like little kids, that's how they learn language.
Yep.
And so they're now the libtards are saying, well, what we'll do to compensate this is that, from 1 to 5, instead of them having to grade up here, we'll just do middle of the road is still really up here. So in other words, they're dropping down the bar
And
of
if-
acceptance and intelligence.
And if that doesn't work, we'll have drag queen reading hour. You've seen that, right?
no.
Yes.
No, you haven't seen that?
I haven't been to one.
Well, I haven't either. Not as
Think about it. We're worried about competing with China. Hello, game over.
Dude, we're
They've
worried
got
about
like
ourselves.
3-year-olds doing calculus, and ours are learning from drag queens with masks
I want to
on.
learn how I can have a period as a man.
Oh my God.
Good luck learning that. It's impossible, bro. No, but yeah,
Trust me, after you have one, you're not going to want it again.
there is a study that's saying that the kids that have seriously missed school for the last 2 years are about 3 years behind on their reading. There's a whole study done on it.
Well, it's dumbing down America.
couldn't
They aren't just
read.
dumbing down. It's the ultimate dumbing down of America.
Mm-hmm.
But thank goodness we have responsible, conservative parents who get them online, who homeschool them, who are teaching them and doing the right thing. And the number one thing that they need to learn, 10 Commandments. Boom.
Yeah, thank you.
You want to talk
Oh,
about something
Let's talk
good?
about that.
Let's talk about the 10
that.
Commandments.
Yeah, because everything that the left is trying to do is deconstruct the Constitution and the 10 Commandments one by one, poke holes in all the truth. In fact, Tina and I were at an amazing movie this week
Yes.
that was directed by,
Rosalind Ross.
yeah. Tell us a little bit about that.
Rosalind, I actually, well, we're really good friends. And so she'd be up at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning writing away the script that Mark Wahlberg found 10 years ago. And he wanted to make a movie, and no one really wanted to pick it up. So he financed it himself.
I love that.
What a guy. It cost $15 million to make. I think he put in like 10 or 12 or something
awesome.
like that. Big time. And it was about a guy named Stu. And he was kind of a second-rate fighter. And he was going downhill fast, so he decided to go to L.A. and be a movie star. That didn't go so well. So working at a grocery store behind a butcher counter, he was packing his own meat. That guy was like really buff. And he was trying to pick up some chick at the grocery store. And she says no. And he finds out she's a good little Catholic girl, and he falls in love with her, and then he falls in love
Okay,
with
but don't tell the
Catholicism.
whole thing.
And that's
They
all
won't
I'm
go
going to
see
say.
it.
And in the end, they die. Just kidding.
No, you know what? So we went to charity event that Mel Gibson does beautiful, beautiful charity work for persecuted Christians around the world.
Yep.
And Jim Caviezel was there, which, oh my gosh, amazing, beautiful human being. And Mel's wife, who directed the movie. So I got to meet her. Significant other, forgive me. But I'm not a Catholic anymore. I went to this movie and I loved this movie. I loved I'm a Christian, but I grew up Catholic. But what I love is the beauty of the story of Father Stu.
Well, he was an atheist.
His transformation from being a non-believer to being in complete surrender to God. You guys have to go see it. It's actually such a good movie. I cried the last half of it. It was actually kind of annoying. You know when you're in those movies or you want to watch it at home because you just want to bawl like a little baby, like you just want to be like ugly cry?
Ooh, yeah,
that's how I felt.
Ooh.
I wanted to ugly cry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
I did.
She want to ugly cry
you have to warn your.
But I knew Tina was going to take pictures afterwards, so I couldn't.
I will warn a couple of viewers though. There is a little bit of swearing in the movie. So I just want to let you know.
Commandment number
Thou shalt not swear.
That's right. Shall not take the Lord's name in vain.
He doesn't. I don't think he does.
That's number 2.
Oh, no, he doesn't do that.
I think he cusses, but he doesn't take the Lord's name.
No, he doesn't.
Well, I would like to have a friendly debate about that. I mean, where did cuss words come from and who says they're cuss words?
Oh, my gosh.
You know?
First off, it was...
Who says the SHIT?
You know what? I
made
kind
that
of
up?
love that you're saying that.
The Normans were the ones that used... That was their regular language. And when they were taken over by the English, they deemed their language nasty. So those words were everyday words for them. And so the English said, no, not on our watch. And the next thing you know, you got Monty Python.
Oh my gosh. You know what? You're Dr. Brad, Tina's husband, who I just adore. He says he trusts me as a Christian because I cuss, because I say the F word. You know
can't
what?
be too perfect.
You know that at Power Soul, you guys, my women's ministry, it just, it's just real and authentic. We're real women having real issues, talking about real things. And every now and then a cuss word will happen.
It slips out accidentally. It's not in
Like
the
a
script at
cat
all.
turd.
And all of the Southern belles go, oh, bless her soul, she cussed. Now we just drink our margaritas. We move on.
Yeah. Bless her heart.
Bless her
She's so
heart.
tacky.
Oh.
Yeah. Isn't that nice?
I can't believe she said that word while she was preaching.
Isn't that nice?
Tina, thank you for coming on. I'm sure we're running out of time. You gave us the 2 minutes like 2 minutes ago. So
Well,
Are
you
we
guys,
running out of time? I'm having so much fun.
I know. Let's do it again. Well, Brandy's probably going to kill me off and make you the co-host now. So
No.
It was so fun to know you guys. She's the right show. It will always originally be
works-
Lindsey Graham.
No, things happen in threes. 3 was good.
3s is good.
I
Okay.
loved having you on, Teen. We'll do it again.
Go to, you guys, if you're not checking out our website, please check out our website, she'ssorightshow.com. You can shop all of our affiliates. You can check out our story. You can look into being a guest, all the things.
God bless you all.
God bless America. And God bless Tina Hillstrom.
I love you girls.
Love you.
Hey business owners, this is Lindsey Graham, freedom fighter and entrepreneur. The last 2 years, the government has been forcing strict mandates and lockdowns on you and your business. Well, I have incredible news to share. There is now a tax credit specifically created for any business that had employees in 20 and 21, and you can get up to $26,000 per employee. It's time for you to reclaim the money the government took from you that's rightfully yours. Go to she'ssorightshow.com, shop page for a direct link to apply. Do not ignore this, friends. You are owed the money you lost during lockdowns.